Do you want to know the keys to increasing the valuation for your digital marketing agency? I talk to agency owners all over the world, and they want to have the opportunity to sell their agency and get the most out of it, especially since you put all that hard work over the past years into it. Hey, I'm Jason Swank, and I ran a multi-million-dollar agency for 12 years working with clients like LegalZoom and Hitachi before we actually sold it. And I even own another agency right now with a number of different people where we've grown the agency to over 20 million in revenue in the past 11 months. And I want to go over the keys to increasing your valuation, or the biggest key. So the biggest key to increasing your valuation is making sure your EBITA, and knowing what EBITA is. It's earnings before interest and amortization. And that's really, truly your net profit. A lot of people focus on gross revenue. Even on this episode, I told you we're growing to 20 million in revenue. That's irrelevant. It doesn't matter because you could be at zero. But we're at 6 million in EBITDA. That means we're making $6 million a year after all of the expenses and paying ourselves and all of that. And that's the biggest key that we're looking at. Now, we've bought 8 agencies in the past 11 months. And when we come into an agency, the first key indicator we're looking at is EBITA. And that will tell us a good financial scorecard about how profitable and how efficient that the agency actually is. And what you need to do, now a lot of times there's certain building years that you're investing in the company that you don't have to have a huge EBITA every year, but when you're getting ready to have the option to sell, you need to maximize this. So you need to look at how can we really streamline the agency. Now, this is not getting rid of people, but how do we make it really efficient? And that all starts with looking at tracking your time, making sure you have the right people in the right seats, making sure that you're charging the right amount. That's one of the number one things that when we look at agencies, that they're not charging enough. And if they're not charging enough, they're not making it the amount of profit, and they're not scalable, and all of this. So you need to look at this, and when someone comes and when you're ready to possibly sell, you need to know what EBITA is. Don't let it catch you off guard. I remember the first time someone looked at buying us and they asked me EBITA, I was like, what is EBITA? And I really didn't truly have an understanding. And when I would look at how people are selling their agency and what they're actually getting for it, I always thought it was a multiple on the gross revenue. And I was like, man, we're a $13 million agency. We're going to get 5X on that. No, it's based on your net profit. So really, I wanted to go over that. And that's one of the number of keys that we're doing. Now, I'm going to do a number of other episodes around the other key KPIs that we're looking at in order to really make sure that you have a healthy agency, that you can get the maximum dollars. So make sure you subscribe, comment below, and let us know if you have any questions. We're happy to answer them. And make sure you go to jasonswank.com. And until next time, have a swank day.